Okay, so this is the question I was asked. Why did I start muscle testing? I started muscle testing because I knew that talking to someone about how I was feeling, even if it was the best psychiatrist, psychologist, doctor, or whatever, it was deeper than just speaking it out loud. I knew that there was more to it. There had to be more to it because no matter how much I spoke about how I was feeling or what I was going through or what I've been through, it never quite alleviated or like got off of me what was going on. And I was like, yeah, this is not it. This is helpful, but this is not it. This is not the end all be all for it. And I was just like, there has to be more to it. So I asked my team, I was like, I still feel upset. I still feel angry. I still feel pissed off about a lot of stuff that I have to let go, and I can't let it go. And I've been trying to let it go, and I couldn't understand why I couldn't let it go. And lo and behold, it was because it was ingrained in my nervous system. It was ingrained and programmed into my system, and it started to manifest in different ways. And I should have known something was wrong because it started manifesting in different ways. I remember my legs would just swell out of nowhere. Like out of nowhere, my legs would just really, really swell up. And it was because I was the head of hospitality. The head of hospitality at the church I went to for about 4 years. And no, probably longer. It's probably 8 years I was at that church. And I would hug everybody, not knowing I was an empath. So I was hugging everyone. And I didn't know anything about clearing. I didn't know anything about anything. And I remember one time my legs swelled up so bad I had to like sit down, and everybody was like, "Oh my God, what's going on with you?" I was like, "I don't know. It just does this." And they gave me 101 reasons why that's was happening, and none of it became sound. And I was just like I tell people all the time, does not negate or take away from medical going to the doctor or anything like this. And this is not medical advice. I'm just telling you what I did. You could do whatever you want to do. This is what I did, and it wasn't until I started to clear out the barriers, the imprints, the ghosts of the past in my body, the echoes, the loops. It wasn't until I started to clear those out that my skin color came back. Like my skin cleared up. My back stopped hurting so much. But don't get it twisted. You got to go through it. You're gonna go through pain. It's gonna be painful because clearing stuff out of your body that was there sometimes to protect you. Well, protect you, I should say. Protect you, and you move it. It could like booby trap other stuff, and it just starts to come tumbling down. So it's just like I came up with like different charts, and tell you I had to do something. So I came up with like different charts on like how like things move. There's like this chart here. It talks about like this column tells me like where the booby traps are. Don't laugh at me, but this is what it is. Tells me where the booby traps are, because there's stuff called clusterfucks and booby traps, right? This is what I call them. This is my jargon. Don't judge me. So when I clear stuff, because what I started to realize is that when I used to clear stuff for myself, I would clear one thing, and then all of a sudden my back would go out. And I was just like, yo, what is happening? What is happening right now? This is bullshit. What is happening? So I realized, so I got with my team and I muscle tested. I'm like, wait, is this like a clusterfuck or a booby trap or something like that? A clusterfuck is like you clear one thing and it explodes into a whole bunch of other stuff. It's like heavy stuff, like you have a clusterfuck of sadness, right? And then you clear sadness, and then all of a sudden, if you don't diffuse, this sounds crazy. Test the theory. Sounds crazy, but just test the theory. You don't, if you, I know it sounds like a movie, but if you disarm the clusterfuck and it doesn't explode, you gotta disarm the clusterfuck first, and then you can go into the actual emotion that you need to clear, which is sadness. Say you have a barrier of sadness, but if the barrier of sadness is also a clusterfuck, you gotta clear the clusterfuck first. Then you go into then you clear the sadness. Same thing if you're like, I don't understand where this sadness keeps coming from. It just keeps coming, it keeps coming, it keeps coming. You're stuck in a loop. It's called a loop. So you have to clear the loop. The way you clear the loop is the same way you would clear the clusterfuck. You just say, clear the clusterfuck. And then they'll clear it. Okay, there's a clusterfuck, clear it. You have to tell them what to do. You're gonna be like, well, who's them? Whoever is in charge of your whatever whatever you call it God, you call it Jesus, you call it whatever your name, you call it the universe, you call it your spirit team, you call it your SGS squad, whatever you call it, that's in charge of your protection and your detail and to clear stuff out, clean stuff out for you energetically. This is not for everyone because not everyone is at this level. If you're sitting there looking at me like, what the fuck is she talking about? I'm not talking to you yet. I'm not talking to you yet. You need to come back in probably a couple months to a year. The people who I'm talking to know exactly what I'm talking about. And they're going, oh, is that what that is? Because that's what happened to me. When I was like looking for information and just had my spirit team just take care of my algorithm, I started watching people and I was just like, oh shit, you go through that too. It's not just me. No, it's not just you, boo. It's all of us. It's all of us. There's a bunch of us that this is happening to. So you know how to muscle test, right? I'm going to show you. I'm not going to go too far into this video, but I'm going to show you how to muscle test in a few minutes. So you muscle test, you can come, okay, this is for someone specific, right? You see how I have this chart, right? This chart, that chart, all these charts, oh, sorry. All those charts, you can make your own chart. You can make your own chart. Not everybody can, but you can. The person who I'm talking to you. Yes, you. You can make your own chart. Just make a chart with a bunch of stuff on it. Have ChatGPT do it and be like, hey, I need an energy clearing chart. Give me an energy clearing chart. It has to have 5 rows or how many rows? Don't kill yourself and do too many. 5 rows. And it needs to have 5 rows, 5 columns. Let's just 5 and 5. Let's do 5. 5 is freedom. 5 and 5. 5 rows, 5 columns. Energy clearing chart. 5 rows, 5 columns. And a list of where it can be, because that's what this is. That's my list of everywhere it could possibly be in my, because there is so much. I'm surprised they're letting me tell you this shit. There is so much that needs to be cleared out for your body and your brain and you to function, not only just in relationships, but within the relationship within yourself. You know, it's like the clearings that I've done for myself with these charts, and these just charts I just came up with, and I'm just like, okay, and just started coming up with stuff like the echoes and the loops and stuff, because I was sitting there going, what? Why does this keep coming up? I would clear anxiety like 5 times from the same spot. And I said to my spirit team, I was like, why do I keep clearing anxiety from the same spot? Is it a loop? And they're like, yes. And you kind of get that feeling that the whole team is like, fucking finally, she gets it. Finally, go teach it. You know, it's a loop. If you're clearing something and it keeps coming back, it's a loop. It's a loop in the programming, and you need to clear that loop out. And the way you clear that loop out is clear the loop of anxiety, and you just clear it straight out. I clear the loop of anxiety. However you are, because I can tell you how I do it, but that doesn't mean that that's how you're supposed to do it. Does that make sense? The way I clear is because I clear that way. The way you clear is the way you're going to clear your way. And I could give you an idea of what to do, but it may not be the ideal for you. So find your own way of doing things. But now, let's see if you got this far in the video, you're a rock star, and this was definitely for you. So now we are going to practice muscle testing. Once again, this is the way I do it. There are different ways to do it. Look up different ways. This is the way I feel comfortable doing it. I've been doing it this way for about 7 years, I believe. Like, it's either 7 or 8 years, one of the two. I've been doing this for a while. So for me, this has become the easiest way for me to do it and the most discreet way for me to do it, because except when they're like, oh, clear it with your forehead, you look crazy. Just know that you're going to look crazy. But I digress. So you take your 2 fingers, right? 2 C's, creativity and class C, and you click it, right? And then you hold it, right? I'm not pulling anything. I'm not doing anything yet. So you go, show me yes, and it holds. Then you show me no, and it lets go. Now, hold it, show me yes, and it holds. And go, show me no, and it let goes. Now, for those like my brother, shout out to Devin, who's like, oh, when I say show me yes, it opens. Okay, that's fine. That doesn't happen to me, but so I'm going to pretend like it happens to me, right? For those who, when you go show me yes, and it pulls apart, that's your show me yes. And test it with everything else. My name is Keisha Grant, and you pull it apart. You understand? I make jewelry. You pull it apart. I'm really doing this like so on purpose. I'm not even touching my fingers. So it's like you pull it pulls apart. Test it with different things, and then you start going with the no. Show me no, and it holds. Then test it with different things of show me no. It's like, yeah, my name is Pluto, and it is like, no, my name is not Pluto. And it's like you just do different things, but that's pretty much it. It's like it's either open or close. Just try it with yes or no questions. Start out with yes or no questions. Very easy. Just for the people like me, you're like, show me yes, and it holds. You show me no, and it will open. And if you're like the reverse, it'd be show me yes, open, and show me no, close. But it's one or the other. You understand? So it's like practice and see which one it is. Tell me how it's going, and what do you want to know? I don't really know what to tell you, but other than good luck and just keep practicing. Keep practicing. For the first year, it's like I wasn't really that great at it. That's where I found out all the traps and the tricks and the things that go bump in the night when it comes to energy clearing. Do not ask questions you really don't want to know the answers to. Do not ask questions that you really don't want to know the answers to, or that you are not ready to receive the answers to, because you might not like what you hear. or you might not like what you see, or you might not like what you get. You understand? It is there as a guide. It is not the end all be all of anything. You should not make major decisions off of it, especially in the beginning. You should learn. You have to first learn how to do it and just perfect how to do it. I haven't even perfected how to do it, and I still am in awe with sometimes what happens when I do it. Okay, let's see if this gets posted. Stay blessed. Deuces. Keep practicing, and I'm out.